You are welcome to session 3 of Unit 1. In today's session, we'll be looking at principles of taxation, that is, elements of a good tax system. By the end of this session, you should be able to identify and explain the canons of taxation, state at least two other principles of taxation. Principles of taxation are principles to be followed to avoid any form of misunderstanding or conflict in taxation. And these principles are necessary because without them, the government cannot realize its expected income. Adam Smith calls these principles canons of taxation, and there are four of them, which we'll look at them into details. So we have equity, certainty, economy, and convenience. So take them one after the other. Equity. This principle means that there must be equality in sacrifice. It implies that people should pay according to their ability. Thus, the rich will have to pay proportionately more of their income as tax as compared to the poor. Then we have certainty. A good tax system must be certain in the sense that the taxpayer must know how much to pay, when he is to pay, and how payment is to be made. Okay, this will make collection of taxes go on smoothly if the taxpayer has this kind of information, and it will even help the taxpayer to plan ahead so as not to run into any difficulty or even to be liable to pay penalties. Then we have economy. Economy, this means that the cost of collection of the tax should be lower than the total revenue. If not, it will wipe away the benefits derived from the tax. Then we have convenience. This means that there should be no obstacle in the way of the taxpayer and the tax collectors, and anything that will hinder the smooth collection of the tax should be removed. Okay, so these are the four main canons or principles of taxation. Apart from those canons of taxation or the principles of taxation by Adam Smith, there are other principles as well. So we have the broadness, which argues that the tax system should cover those entire populace who are capable to pay. Okay, and there should not be exemption without any legitimate reason. And so same for the wideness as well. Then we also have a good tax system should be simple to enforce. It means that the operation of the tax system should not be too complex, otherwise, it will lead to tax evasion. A good tax system should also not create political tension, which may in turn destabilize the economy, and it should also reduce administrative burden. Okay, so these are the other principles of taxation in addition to the canons of taxation. This brings us to the end of today's session. So in today's session, we looked at the principles of taxation. We said that there are four main principles, which are also known as the canons of taxation by Adam Smith. So we have equity, economy, certainty, and convenience. And we have other ones such as broadness or wideness. It shouldn't be too complex to avoid evasion and all that. I believe and I hope that you enjoyed this session. This I hope you will keep in mind and not forget about them. And anytime you are asked, you'll be able to produce these answers. Thank you.